Today's brand is Four Sigmatic. They sell mushroom coffee and functional beverages direct to consumer and through more than 10,000 retailers. Hero products include the original mushroom coffee and the Focus Half Calf Whole Bean. Pricing runs between $15 and $50. And the thing that makes them the only one doing what they do? Tero Isokaupila grew up foraging mushrooms in Finland, a 13th generation mushroom family. In 2012, he decided coffee drinkers deserved more than just caffeine. Not a replacement, not an alternative. Real coffee plus real functional mushrooms, Chaga, lion's mane, cordyceps in the same cup. Estimated $60 to $100 million in annual revenue. Available at Whole Foods, Target, Sprouts, and the #1 mushroom coffee on Amazon. I'm about to build one from the Finnish forest floor up, live on screen, using Perplexity for research, ChatGPT for copy, Claude for code, and Klaviyo to deploy it. 4 AI tools, 1 email. And by the time we are done, you'll have every single step you need to do the exact same thing. Link in the description. Think of it like packing for a road trip. Perplexity loads the trunk, deep research into who's buying a $50 tin of mushroom coffee when Pete sells regular beans for $15. That foundation supports ChatGPT, which builds the route, the actual words that speak to his frustration with decaf tasting like cardboard and his suspicion that most mushroom coffees taste like Chaga flavored dirt. Claude takes that route and optimizes the drive, turning copy into code that renders flawlessly whether he opens it on his phone before his morning drip or his laptop between Slack meetings. And Klaviyo delivers the packed car to his driveway at the exact moment his current tin is empty. Skip the trunk and the whole trip falls apart. But when you pack in order, each tool amplifies the next. You're about to see the difference in real time. Step 1. Research. And this is where most people sabotage themselves before they type a single word of copy. They skip this step. Then they wonder why nothing lands. Those two failures are connected. I'm feeding Perplexity a very specific prompt, not tell me about Four Sigmatic. That returns a product page summary. I'm going deep, direct to consumer model. What makes someone trust a $50 tin when a local roaster sells beans for $15? Why a buyer picks Four Sigmatic over MUD, WTR or Rise or Rasa every single time? How coffee plus mushrooms, not coffee replaced, is the line that rewrites the entire purchase decision in this category. And most importantly, build me a complete persona, not people who drink coffee, the Four Sigmatic customer, and watch what's coming back. He's 32 to 45, Austin or Denver or Portland or Brooklyn or Asheville, senior product designer, marketing director or software engineer. Household income $120,000 to $200,000. Drinks 2 to 3 cups of coffee daily and wants cognitive benefits without giving up the ritual. And the insight that changes everything. He doesn't want to quit coffee. He wants coffee that does more work. One sentence, and it rewrites the entire email. Pain points, buying triggers, objections, brand voice, the jitters after 3 cups, the refusal to be sold on quit coffee pressure, the disappointment of mushroom coffees that taste like dirt, the suspicion that most Amazon shelf mushroom coffees are just branding on cheap beans, the desire for real adaptogen benefits without biohacker theater. You can see all of this on screen. Every single piece feeds directly into what comes next. Which brings us to ChatGPT. Everything Perplexity built. The persona, the coffee lover who wants more identity, the objections about taste and dosage goes straight in. And I'm not asking for generic copy. I'm telling ChatGPT exactly who this email is for, what he's afraid of, and what he needs to hear to finally hit add to cart. And look at what comes out. A subject line that doesn't beg, it upgrades. A preview line that reassures him the coffee still tastes like coffee. A body that opens with the one thing he has never actually been told by a mushroom brand, that he doesn't have to choose between ritual and function. Then 3 products. Not a catalog, not a sale. Just the 3 things that prove the promise. The original mushroom coffee for instant. The Focus Half Calf for drip. The Focus Creamer for anyone already loyal to their current beans. One call to action, one direction, one story. Now Claude takes everything ChatGPT wrote and turns it into production code. Not a template he's seen before. A custom-built HTML email, table-based layout, inline styles, MSO conditionals for Outlook, responsive at 600 pixels, base 64 embedded product images, dark mode prevention, Klaviyo merge tags wired in. The kind of build a $15,000 agency charges 3 weeks for. Watch the code stream down the right side of the screen. Watch the build log on the left. Deep roast brown, warm cream, amber. Colors pulled straight from a Finnish forester's kitchen in October. A word mark that whispers instead of shouts. Hero type in a warm humanist sans. A product grid that shows the tin and the brew side by side. Every single element chosen because the persona told me exactly what he responds to. Not what converts in some general dataset. What converts for him. A table-based layout that holds together in Outlook's word engine. Inline styles that survive Gmail stripping every single one of them on the way in. Responsive breakpoints that stack cleanly on his phone while he's at the Breville deciding whether to switch blends. Cross-client verified. Gmail, Outlook, Apple Mail, Yahoo. One prompt, one pass. Built in under 60 seconds. Now the email deploys through Klaviyo. 4 clicks. Upload HTML, set the audience, schedule the send. Done. A template that renders identically across every major email client on the planet. No last-minute layout surprise, no mystery rendering in Outlook, no images that fail to load on dark mode before his 5 a.m. commute. And here's the final product, the email he opens on a Saturday morning with the kettle already boiling. Hero headline, 3 stats that prove the claim, 3 product photos that prove the blend. A welcome offer tucked in after the products. Because by the time he reaches that line, he has already pictured his Monday brew with a clearer head, his Wednesday with better focus, his Friday without the 3 p.m. crash. One button, one action. He either clicks or he doesn't. And the entire email was engineered to make him click. The offer doesn't show up first, it shows up after the products. Because every welcome email that leads with a discount teaches the customer that the brand only matters when it's cheap. Four Sigmatic isn't cheap, he knows that. He's willing to pay for Chaga and lion's mane and 13 generations of foraging knowledge. The offer is the nudge, not the reason. And if you're not in functional coffee, once you see how this works for one niche, you'll know exactly how to adapt it to yours. I'll see you in the next one.